So I think more than anything else, it's just the continued attack in those 2 innings that continued to allow us to put runs on the board, but just the tack on runs were huge for us today. Up and down the lineup, competitive at bats, early first inning. I think that what we were down, all those runs in the first came with 2 outs, I believe. Guys just trying to take what Gallardo was giving them, and I mean we know Yo pretty well, but still got to go out and execute. And I thought our guys did a great job there in the first.
You talked a couple of times since the Carlos and Knapp have come back about it's nice to have their names, to play to their names is what you needed to happen, and to get the games that you've gotten out of those two, these first 2 games back. How big is that?
They're huge. And to your point, to get them to play to the name on the back, who they are, what they are, it's huge. And that, look, today we had Lucroy in the 8-hole and Gallo in the 9th, 2 guys that, in Lucroy's case, had been hitting 4th and 5th, and had to be a centerpiece of the lineup. And with Gallo's case, he's kind of been up and down that lower tier part of that lineup. But when you think about the production he's gotten out of his at bats, and Lucroy, to be able to insert Gomez and Knapp and have them come back and do what they did is crucial for us going forward. We need that up and down the lineup. We need that lineup to be lengthened out. Look, we set a guy today in DeShields had been nothing more than a run scorer, run producer for us, who's hitting close to 300. And so, look, it's crucial for all those guys, especially those veteran guys.
Jeff, in these first 2 games, there seems like quite a few balls were hit directly at your defense. Great defensive placement. Is that a tip of cap to your advanced scouts, or did you notice that?
Yeah, we noticed that. It's a great question. Answer is yes. However, it's up to the pitcher to be able to execute pitches. When he executes pitches, you get the hitter to hit the ball to your defense. That's the difference maker. We can put guys on the field wherever we want to. It's about getting the pitcher to execute so that these guys were better served when they're making pitches.
And how big is it that Adrian was able to avoid the disabled list?
Huge. Look, that's heartbeat of our lineup. Not only in the batter's box, but out on the defense also. For him to be able to walk to the mound and calm some guys down, settle some things down on defense. His instincts, his eyes, what he brings is irreplaceable.
What else? You had that longer winning streak a few weeks ago, and then you fell backwards. This time you had a 5-game winning streak. You lost the game, but this time you kind of bounced right back. That's huge for you, big for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and that starts with the guys who go out and start the games for us off the mound, and then I think the energy going into Houston, how these guys played, continued to grind. Yeah, we got nicked up pretty good the last night there, but you guys watch these guys play. You know where their mindset is at, and understand better than anybody else just how they forget about that and they move on. However, you have to have the core group of guys who believe in that, are capable of going out and doing what we've done in the last 2 games to be able to continue any type of role. But that is huge when you get beat up a little bit in a game to come back. And I mean, these 2 games are, I think, should be building blocks for us.
Yeah, talk a little bit about Jose Leclerc coming in here. The Mariners had kind of come up and made it a one-run game, and he came in and got 2 big strikeouts for you. Can you talk a little bit about his development and what he's meant to this team?
Yeah, look, it's we missed him when he was gone. He was one of those guys that we really, when he was growing into that role, has the set of pitches, has the mindset. It comes down to the experience of being out there. More times he's out there, the better he's going to become. Knows the league, becomes better versed with the league, more confidence in what he does. So, but for him to come into that game today, we're down a run. We need to close that inning out. And for him to throw strikes and get the 2 strikeouts or get the 2 outs, huge for us because that allowed our guys to get back into the dugout and put another 5 spot on the board.
How nice has it been for you to have your bullpen to where it is now after where it had been earlier in the season?
Yeah, it's all of those parts of the game are huge. But for them to be able to show up, bend a little bit at times, not break, close games out, something that we struggled with early in the season. It's key going forward. We still, there's some spots out there that we need to continue to shore up. We're learning more about these guys every day that they go out, what they can do for us, what they can do for themselves and this team, and what set of hitters that they're better off against with their stuff, what they have right now going forward. It's that part of it is ever evolving throughout the season. You can look back on what guys have done previously. However, look, these guys are still, I think our most experienced pitchers showed up at game time today.